Hi, sir. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, Professor Kirmani. Thank you for dropping by, and it's always a pleasure to speak with you.
Likewise, sir. Sir, congratulations on winning the Education Hero Award. So tell us more about this experience of yours.
I'm really satisfied, and thank you for the wishes, the best wishes, and the congratulations. So, the Education Heroes Award is instituted by an agency called the Trading Minds. They're a Bangalore based organization, and it came as a surprise to me as well when they invited me to receive this award. So, fundamentally, it's an award for leadership excellence in education. I sort of was very interested in visiting this ceremony, which occurred last week, simply because they were eminent personalities giving away the award, as well as the fact of the matter that the award constituted many of the top universities and colleges in the city of Bengaluru. Got me very interested, and they had an impressive ceremony in the Lalit Ashok, not only to the organizers of this event, but also to my own university and management for giving me the opportunity to represent the School of Commerce and Management Studies. So leadership excellence in education is very important for me because as Dean, I see myself in a sense as a leader, more importantly as a first amongst equals and a colleague, and I promote leadership at all levels. So leadership is a big thing in our ecosystem in our school, where we talk about leadership all the time. We also talk about entrepreneurship, we talk about problem solving, we talk about creativity as well as technology, all of which shape what the School of Commerce and Management Studies at Dayananda Sagar University is.
When you talk about leadership qualities, sir, corporate has a style of leadership. They run in a different manner. Education also has a different style of leadership. It is basically run by educationists. You coming from the Navy background, how has your experience made an impact for this particular journey of yours?
It's a very interesting question because leadership per se, and I've looked at it closely, first of all as a captain across several years, leading ships across the oceans, leading multinational crews while I was in the Merchant Navy, and then transitioned into industry for a short while as an HR director, and then into academia. So in industry, leadership is measured in terms of short-term results, and you're expected to deliver quick results in a sense, in a commercial sense, in a human resource sense, in a strategic sense, and so on and so forth. I find in academia, the timelines are a little longer in the sense that you have to deliver results over a period of time. So it involves more careful strategic planning and tactical execution. And you need to be very hands-on, and you need to also look into the future. How things are changing, how do you want to educate your students, how would you like your colleagues to develop as faculty, and so on. Let me give you an example. So the changes that are affecting us are cataclysmic. If you look at what's happening in the world today, so technological changes are huge. Employee expectations are changing all the time. And this is a new paradigm. For example, many employees today want to work from home. So these are changing work patterns. The world is changing around us. There's a war in Europe. There's a war in the Middle East. Does it affect us in India? It does, in many senses. We also have demographic shifts. You're getting many younger people coming into the workforce. You're having women coming into the workforce. So how does this affect organizations and so on and so forth have to be taught to our young students. What is it that will make them survive and thrive in these changing times is the job that I take very seriously in educating my students. Also in that sense, how the School of Commerce and Management Studies has evolved is fantastically interesting. Because if you look at us today, we have been recently ranked as by the national magazine The Week as one of the top 15 emerging B schools in this country, which is a huge achievement for us and very satisfying. We have also been ranked as a top 5 B school in Bengaluru by the Outlook Eye Care Best B School rankings just last week. We have been rated as one of the top 15 B schools in South India. So we are actually going places, and that is because I think we have a clear idea of what we want to be, how we want to progress, and we have the capability and resources in terms of our brilliant faculty. And I think that is the soul of any top B school. So if you look at faculty in the School of Commerce and Management Studies, and you are a professor yourself, so you would understand so how we are how we are looking at our faculty resources is that so the faculty resources are critical to the success of a B school, and I think I would attribute the success of the School of Commerce and Management Studies to the top class faculty we have, both scholarly as well as practice. And we're just tipping 100 faculty at the moment in the School of Commerce and Management Studies. And we have extremely well-read professors with great credentials who come to us from pretty much all over the world, being educated from the best universities from all over the world. We also have international faculty visiting us. And this mixture and diversity, cognitive diversity of thought, is what actually drives success in the School of Commerce and Management Studies across our several programs, whether it is the doctoral program or the executive MBA program for working professionals, the full-time MBA program, or even our undergrad programs in BBA and BCom, and the short-term management development programs and the faculty development programs that we do for industry and other professors. So, as a school, we've got a full gamut of courses that we offer. We've got the resources and the capability in terms of faculty. We've got the physical resources in terms of infrastructure. I'm not surprised at all that the school is doing extremely well. And Professor Kirmani, if I can hazard, you're going to hear more about us as the years go ahead. And we are sort of aiming firmly to be the best B school in this part of the world for the moment. And as we go forward, maybe in other parts of the world as well.
Brilliant, sir. Congratulations. I think it's a great achievement. With your journey, I mean, Dayananda Sagar, of course, has a legacy of 70 odd years, right? And you have just taken over the reins from director to the dean, the journey of executive education, and now the dean of the entire School of Commerce and Management. You think in this short span of about 5 to 6 years, if I'm right, sir? What have been your learning lessons that you would want to communicate to the schools and B schools across India and the world that they have been surviving over the years, and you have seen the success of the last 6 years? So what is the different things that you have done here that has made Dayananda Sagar a name in itself?
Yeah, interesting question. And I would sort of, when I look at our own school, and I'll have to go back to what I said earlier, that what drives a school is the quality of your faculty and how much of interest they have in students. So student centricity is very important, and you cannot ignore students. We do both. And if you look at, say, the programs at the School of Commerce and Management Studies, they fall across 3 main verticals. And these verticals are our main, so the curriculum includes our main syllabus, which has course material. So you have courses in foundation courses, you have core courses, you have specialization courses, you have quantitative courses, you have public policy courses like economics, law, and so on and so forth. And then we have supporting verticals like outreach programs, which we place in a vertical called value-based education. So for example, we take our students abroad. This is called an international culture appreciation tour. So we want our students to understand culture. So we take them to military-style boot camps so that they learn leadership and discipline. Students are put through international certification programs so they get an idea of how the global world works. Students also access brilliant case studies from the best universities across the world, as well as those written by our own professors. So they also meet, so we've got a very exciting program called Adventures in Attitude, where we have delineated 12 major attitudes, and we invite heavy hitters from industry, people who have been there and done that, people who have been successful, to talk about specific areas of attitude. So just next week, we're going to have a person joining us from Europe who's going to talk to us about sense of purpose. What does it mean to have a sense of purpose? Why is it so important? What is that compass which drives successful people? Ours is something that we're going to discuss. So all these come under value-based education. We also have on mental health. We're talking to students about how to improve their resilience and their ability to take failure we're talking about entrepreneurship, and so on and so forth. In another area, we also talk about Industry Connect, which is the third vertical. We have very strong Industry Connect. Our placements are fantastic. We have several hundred students joining us to the Executive MBA program. And so I don't think there are many schools that have the kind of Industry Connect that we have. So these are our three major pillars of the curriculum. But having said that, your question was how have we sort of moved on? And we have clearly delineated 5 areas that we would like to concentrate on over the last few years. And these 5 areas are entrepreneurship, creativity, problem solving, leadership, and technology. So if you look at any of our programs, you'll have a strand of the DNA of these 5 elements running through them. Whether it's our question paper, whether it's our assignments, whether it is our teaching schedule, and so on and so forth. What the Navy taught me was that you need to have a process. You need to have direction, you need to have commitment, and then you follow up on that with great resolve and resilience till you have the desired outcome. It also taught me that leadership is important. However you slice that onion, if I may, leadership is critical. By leadership, I don't mean top-down leadership. I mean leadership at every level. Leadership at even the lowest level is critical for success. So I would expect every faculty or staff to think like a leader, and that was what happened in the Navy. Also things like collaboration, teamwork, discipline, and so on and so forth are things that I brought in from my career in the Merchant Navy and in commanding ships and working with multinational crews and so on and so forth.
Brilliant, sir. I think this experience would actually help a lot of viewers, students, faculty, in the entire fraternity of the industry that we're talking about. A lesson about how important it is to drive education with the certain leadership style that you have been driving across, and success would definitely come by. And thank you so much, and congratulations once again on these awards. And we wish that more schools with Dayananda Sagar University could be taken up as an example and get better in educating the India, of course.
Yeah, of course, and thank you for that. And it's a long journey for us. And as Robert Frost said, there's many a mile to go before we sleep. So it's a journey of evolution and a journey of improving all the time for us. And we have aspirational B schools too, both in India and abroad, whom we look up to. And we want to get better and better simply to provide better students for industry and better human beings for society. So those are our big ticket outcomes that we're looking for. We want to develop a place that is a good place to work in, where our faculty feel happy, welcomed, and satisfied to produce great quality work. So eventually we want to be knowledge creators and knowledge disseminators. So that is the research and the teaching, and give great products to industry and society. So that is our motto, and I'm sure we'll do well. Thank you.
My pleasure, sir. So Dayananda Sagar University has some of the best faculties, and if you have an aspiration to get yourself an MBA or an executive MBA or any field that you are interested to learn,
Or the undergrad programs.
all the undergrad program that we have, and you have the right place, the right education system, and the right faculty to guide you to your successful career. All the best, and see you soon. Thank you so much, Captain Nagaraj.
Thank you.